We are live, guys. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitzstick.
Revenue GS.
Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And we're finally at Star Wars Visions finale, episode 9, Akakiri spoiler reviews. Do I have to tell you? Okay, I'll tell you to subscribe. Like, then drop a comment down below what you thought about this episode. What you man saying?
I wasn't really a huge fan of the style of the animation, to be honest. But the thing is, it never really took me out because the story, I feel, was quite good. I like the characters that they introduced. Obviously, we had the samurai who came back for this princess. And obviously, he had like his ways. It feels like he's more about going through things quite forcefully. If that was the way he goes about, I think they were trying to say about peace in the world or something. And obviously he comes across these two, not guards, but these two guys that would help the princess go from A to B because of the way they know about the land that they're in. And obviously there's that kind of juxtaposition between the two was actually quite funny. They were two funny characters anyway, so I thought that was quite cool. And they always kept touching on like destiny and things that are out of your control, and he kept having these visions. Obviously, it wasn't very clear what it was, but when it does come to be, the way it just comes around. You didn't really expect it, but two, it's almost like he kind of knew because when he had that flashback and he goes, "Oh, what's your answer to coming of or making peace in this world?" They don't really make you answer it until the prophecy is fulfilled, and I thought that was like kind of sick. They like done that.
Yeah, man. I thought this one was pretty good as well. I disagree with you on the art. I really like the art style. I think the art style like really plays into the combat of it, the lightsaber stuff. In the reaction, you was talking about Ghost of Tsushima, and after you said that, I was just like, oh yeah, this does look everything. Like if they was like, oh, this was the concept was taken from Tsushima Island, I'll be like, yeah, 100%, because all the towers, all the buildings, all the landscapes, even the way they like traverse through the anime seems very Ghost of Tsushima like, which I thought obviously these lot do it way better than the game. But yeah, I thought it was fire. I also like our main protagonist's turn because it makes sense. Like he's someone who doesn't believe in fate, and as a Force user who has premonitions of the future, he doesn't want to believe the things that he's seeing are 100% set in stone, even though... And I can understand why he feels like that, because that's his ability. Do you know what I'm saying? So he wants to feel like he can control his future. But then when the time comes, he realizes that, brother, there's decisions you got to make for the greater good that might not take you down the path you want to actually go. But if you want this one thing, you might have to do this other thing. And then, yeah, he turns. But I would just like to see this. One of the things about the Visions is the good episodes I want to see more of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is one of them episodes I would like to see more of, because I would like to see him, like, he turned in this. I would like to see him trying to fight turning, but not be able to. I would love that. I think that would be great. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and just have a more of a Anakin actual fight, because it's like Anakin turns and it's not like he wants to turn back to the light side, but it's like he always thinks of the light side. Do you know what I'm saying? I would like someone to be trying to fight back, but knowing they have to make these decisions for the greater good to stay bad. Like, that would be mad. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing about that, because obviously the king's sister, she never really says anything about it being bad, so to speak. She just says, one, is unlocking more power that you can like have, and two, she goes about bringing like the way she would bring peace. But that's what I find very, very interesting, because obviously I guess there's the dark side of people who are Sith. They will never see it like... No,
they will see it like... But this is the thing. Okay. Well, we're conditioned through Star Wars movies and Jedi perspective to think that, like, them man don't want peace. Them man do want peace, but them man go for peace a different way. That's what makes them the enemies. But in here, like you're saying, bruv, when you're just bringing this as an objective view, yeah, it's like, bro, hey, I killed my brother, but we're gonna have peace here.
Mm.
Get me? We can bring her back to life, and we can go get peace. What do you want to do? That's why it's easy for him to be like, oh, bam, we're saving her, and I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
And then she's getting up like, what's going on? He's like, yo, hey, decisions had to be made. But like,
I find it was quite sick
because
would a Sith be like, resurrect her so you can come with me to get more, like to gain more? Or they're like, usually I would have thought like, oh, she had to die for you to.
No, but see, and I feel like that is the misconception, bruv. Like, these man just want crud to happen. That these man just want crud to happen, bruv. It's not that, bro. Like, bruv, they're just making different decisions than you, man. That's it. Yes. You get me? And the motives then comes down to the individual characters. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we're focused on the character who is just an evil person, let's say Palpatine is just an evil person, everyone's then going to believe, oh, this is how Sith are. Bruv, that's how Palpatine is. Do you get what I'm saying? But then you'll see someone like, let's say a Kylo Ren. Yeah, I don't agree with his turn, and again, at the end, going back to Ben Solo, I think he should have stayed dark. But they killed him. But they actually killed the character of Kylo Ren, freeing him to do that. But it's like, he could have just stayed bad and fought for what he believed in, which is, leaving the Sith in the past, leaving the Jedi in the past, and becoming something new and moving into the future. What Rey then does on her own, his whole mission. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, that's the thing, bruv. Like, they always try to villainize those characters by having him kill his dad and do all this other stuff. And it's, bruv, it doesn't have to be that deep, bruv. That guy's clearly a good guy. He wanted to save the girl. Yeah. He saved her, and he had to go to the bad side to do it. Boom! Hey, that's clean cut, bruv. Yeah. No villains necessary. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Yeah. Just, it's so good this episode.
Yeah, just opposing sides, basically.
The only thing I guess I can add is I really, really enjoyed this art form. It's almost like a Western Asian. I don't know what that's called, but there's like a bunch of movies I've seen where it's like Western times, the period, but just on that side of the world, innit? So I really enjoyed that. Obviously, the swords fights and all of that, and yeah. All I can say is Revenge of the Sith all over this thing. Revenge of the Sith all over this thing, innit? So, no, look, it was a really good way to just end Star Wars Visions. The whole series upside down. Some episodes really disliking, some of them really loving. Some of them was like, meh. Do you know what I mean? But like, overall, like, what would you, man, like, say about Star Wars Visions just to wrap up this season, if there's ever more seasons coming through?
Yeah, I think this season was super hit and miss. What I would like to see is them take the episodes that have really resonated with the audience and let them do 8 episodes of just like, they should spin off into their own full series. Like, next season, I don't want an anthology. I just want, bam, like the continuation of this story with another 7 episodes, or the continuation of another series with another 7 episodes like that, instead of doing this anthology thing. I know this gives an opportunity to all of the studios, but at the same time, like, I would like to focus on one studio, like, really fleshing out their corner of the Star Wars universe, innit? So that's what I think. It's been calm, man. Also, Disney Plus, man, drop it weekly, please.
Have some respect.
Yeah.
Have some respect. What are you saying?
Yeah, I've enjoyed, like saying, the good episodes. I just want to see more, basically, because these stories, if it's like this else world, obviously they're saying in this world the Sith are all dead, they don't really exist. In this world, they're saying that all the Jedi's always split up. So it's very interesting to see if they are all in one timeline, or where they are placed in the timeline, and just like going forward with those kind of stories. Because like, if it's not in the movies or the usual Star Wars canon episodes, animated episodes, then you don't really get to see how they explore people outside of the characters we really know. So, like, I think they're doing it, like you guys have said, they're doing the book on their own in, but who's going to go out and buy the book if you're not like a real fan like that, or a fan of the animation?
I hear that, but I feel like everything we've seen in Visions is all canon.
Right.
All of it.
The universe is a vast place.
Yeah, like, that's it. Yeah, they allude to like, the Jedi are this, the Jedi are that, and I think that gives us the context to where in the timeline it actually is.
Okay.
But I feel like, for me, most of this happens after Order 66. Do you know what I'm saying? Jedis are scattered, the Sith are in random places trying to, like, there's a big power struggle. Like, if you think about all of these episodes, like, happening at the same time, there's just a power struggle throughout the galaxy right now. The Empire moving in places, the Sith are taking over something, like, just, there's bare Jedi's wandering. I would say it's definitely after Order 66. Or I think all of the episodes, get me. Because there's no episode where you see, like, a bag of Jedi's together or any Jedi council. So I feel like this is definitely pushing the timeline forward.
That took us a while to get here, but we're finally here. So drop your thoughts on the comment section down below. What you thought about this season, favorite episode, favorite characters, favorite art form, blah 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 blah. Go ham, go crazy, go nerd, and we'll see you next time for more Star Wars content.
The Book of Boba's coming.
Yeah, that too. On that note, I'm Revenue GS.
So I miss a blister.
Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Peace.